Growing up in the projects of Norfolk, Virginia, Michael Taylor knew only one way of life, and he learned it all from his family and friends.
I wanted to be a drug dealer because I heard my father was one. I know most of my uncles had been in the streets, and only example I had of what a man is or should be was the drug dealers that was out on the block. You know, they were like my bigger brothers. So, of course, I wanted to be like them. They had all the money, all the cars, all the women, all the nice big guns, and whatever else came with that lifestyle. You know, they were basically able to do whatever they wanted to do, and it took away a struggle from your mother or your sister or whoever needed help.
His father was a career criminal, and Michael went into the family business to help his mother, who was working 3 jobs to support Michael and his sister.
I wanted a name in the streets, I wanted the respect, and of course I wanted to give my mom a little, you know, comfort from her having to struggle.
Michael sold pot and soon started selling harder drugs, crack cocaine and heroin.
That's when things really kind of got out of control. You went from a kid game to a grown man game. So now you a kid in the grown man world and everybody treating you like you're grown. So what you gotta do is act grown yourself and protect yourself. So that's where all the violence and all that stuff come in. Cause like in my neighborhood, if one person can take something from you, then you're gonna have problems for a long time until you start getting it straight, till you start protecting yourself.
Now deep into the drug world, Michael always carried a gun. He was soon a big-time dealer protecting his turf and making a name for himself on the streets of Norfolk. He also got addicted to alcohol and marijuana.
The alcohol and the marijuana became an escape, but then also the violence was too. It was an escape from me letting out my frustration and my aggression. I was frustrated about not having a father, about my mom always being at work, never being at my games and my banquets, not knowing what true love is.
Michael joined the infamous gang known as the Bloods, but he felt trapped.
I always thought about getting out of that life because I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to grow up in the projects. I didn't want to have to sell drugs forever, keep getting locked up, got to keep ducking the police, keep ducking the robbers, who we call the jack boys, you know. It's just so much that come with it. So I always wanted out of that, but it was like, I don't know nothing else. This is all I ever seen. This is all I ever known.
Michael was in and out of jail for 3 years for selling drugs, for drug-related robberies, and for violating his probation. In 2006, when it seemed Michael's life couldn't get any worse, it did.
A close friend, Cornelius Jones, I consider him a brother. We call him Fresh. He called me, he was like, yo, my car broke, I need a ride, you know? So he was supposed to go see a girl or whatever, but I believe it was a setup.
Someone from a rival gang shot and killed Fresh. Michael was holding him in his arms when he died.
I seen people die before, seen people hurt, you know, but that was just like too close to home. That was like my little brother, for real. He died in my arms on the way to the hospital. He was dead on arrival, so it's like, ain't no coming back from that, you know what I mean? I don't know, I think that was the icing on the cake for me, you know, as far as that lifestyle. After that, I ain't want to hurt nobody else. I ain't want to do nothing. I wanted to get my life right.
After the death of Fresh, Michael turned himself in. He was wanted for multiple robberies and several parole violations. He spent 8 years in prison, a long time to think about his past, yet an opportunity to consider his future.
I was searching for self-fulfillment. I was searching for inner peace, you know, something to ease the pain and something I could be proud of.
While in prison, Michael read the Bible daily and attended church services. There, he accepted Jesus Christ as his personal savior.
Just learning the fact that no matter what I did, he paid a price for that redemption, like that's deep to me. I compared Fresh to Jesus for a little while because I feel like he died for me. You know what I'm saying? His death is what brought about life in me, a new life. You know what I'm saying? So it was a sacrifice. And I hate that I had to lose so much to get it, you know, but I got it now, and hopefully I can spread the gospel and save some lives from before they even get to the point where I was at.
And that's exactly what Michael is doing. He volunteers his time with Mothers Rebuilding Atlanta, a nonprofit in Atlanta, Georgia that reaches out to kids in the inner city.
When Mike talks to the kids, he's usually doing certain things like helping them to appreciate how important it is to take advantage of their high school years and their youth, and understanding what they want to do in life early. They just want to belong. So it's important that they have that mentor to look up to and to be able to ask those questions and not be afraid.
Michael married Houston last year and has recently started his own nonprofit group, Young Believers Making a Divine Difference.
I can influence somebody not to join the gang, but to join Christ, you know? And trust me, if it's just like the military when you gang banging, you know, you're doing military operations and so forth and so on, but you're fighting for nothing. You're just steady losing, you know what I mean? But when you become a soldier for God, then the rewards are plentiful.